You're here for a cranial nerve exam tonight, is that correct? Okay, well, before we get started, I have a few questions for you. So, what are the main symptoms you've been experiencing? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Now, have you had any headaches or muscle pains? Okay. What about sudden vision changes, like blurry vision or incorrect depth perception? Okay. How about vertigo? Okay. And how long would you say these symptoms have been going on? Okay. Okay. Last question. Do you have any allergies to medication or food? Okay. No, just purely for liability purposes. Okay. Now that I have a bit more of an understanding of your history, we can go ahead and get started with the exam, okay? So I will give you various instructions, and I just need you to do your best. You may not be able to do certain things, and that is completely fine. So just do your best. Okay. And no, this isn't my first time doing this. I don't know why you would ask me that. Okay. So I'll start by making a sound, and I just want you to tell me if you hear it louder in your left ear or your right ear, okay? Okay. What side was that louder on? Oh, I looked at it. Oh, sorry. Close your eyes. No, like all the way. Okay. Let's try that again. What side was that louder on? Okay. Let's do it again. Okay. What side was that one on? Alright. Let's do it one more time. And what side was that on? Good. Okay. You can open your eyes. No, you did great. You did great. So next, I have a comb and I have a tool here. So I just want to see if you can distinguish between different sounds. So what I just want you to tell me if it sounds like I'm using the thin side or the thick side, okay? So here's what the thin side sounds like. And here's what the thick side sounds like. Okay? Okay. So which side am I using for this? Good. What about this time? Good. Okay. How about now? What side was that? Yeah, the thick side. Okay. How about now? Good. And what about this? Oh, you can't really hear that? That's fine. Um, let's do something else, okay? No, you did a great job. You did a great job. Now, I have a few little containers here, okay? They each have a small amount of an essential oil or a scented oil, and I just want you to tell me what each one smells like, okay? Alright, so first one. Okay, what does that smell like? Nothing? Okay, I think this one was empty. That's fine. Let me get another one. Let me just, okay. Now, what does this one smell like? Lemon? Okay, good, good. Now, how about this one? You don't know? Why don't you smell it again? Think of a kitchen, maybe? Like bread. Okay, good. this one? What? Are you sure? Okay, so this one was not soap. This one was orange, but I can see the association, so I get it. Why don't we try another one? Okay, how's this one? Um, I, I don't think purple is a smell, but, that one was actually supposed to be like a laundry type, like fresh scent. I guess, why don't we do something else, okay? We'll move on to our next test. So, for our next test, I'm going to test your timing a bit, alright? Your reaction time. So, I have a couple little cups here, okay? And whenever I get close to one of your ears with the cup, I just want you to raise the hand on that side, okay? Okay. There you go. Yeah. Good job. Good job. There you go. Yup. Alright. How about now? Not quite. So that one was both. Why don't we try a few more times, okay? Okay, yeah. You're getting the hang of it, okay? Okay. How about now? Okay, good, good. Last one. Good. There you go. That was both. Okay. You did great. So now we can move on to our next test, alright? Now, I want to test your facial muscles a bit. So, what we'll do now is I am going to make a sound like this. Just a little clicking sound, alright? And whenever you hear the clicking sound, I just want you to close your eyes until you don't hear the clicking anymore, okay? Okay, good. Good, good. Good, okay. Do you remember when to open your eyes? Yeah, there you go, there you go. Okay. We'll try that again. Okay, good. Now, we'll do that, but whenever I click, I'm gonna have you do something different, okay? So if you hear me click once, then I want you to blink your left eye, and if I click twice, I want you to blink your right eye, okay? I want to see if you can do that independently on command, okay? Okay, so again, one click, left eye, two clicks, right eye, okay. Not quite. So the one click is your left eye. Can you blink your left eye for me? No, not with the clicking. Can you just blink your left eye? Or I guess wink? No, so that's both eyes. Just your left one. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. A lot of people can't wink. It's an acquired skill. Can you wiggle your ears? You can. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. So, have you always been unable to wink, or did this begin with your other symptoms? Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. So, can you raise one eyebrow? No, yeah, just try. Okay. Interesting. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that you don't have any conditions that might damage your facial nerves in a way that would cause a sudden onset of non-winkage, it's okay. Why don't we try something else, alright? So, I have a couple buttons here. Okay, so how about instead of winking, when you hear a button click once, you blink once with both eyes, and when you hear it click twice, just close your eyes and keep them closed no matter what until you hear another 2 clicks. Okay? Does that make sense? So 1 click, just blink, 2 clicks, close your eyes until you hear 2 more. Okay? Okay. 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 Good. Good. Yep, just keep them closed. Okay. Good, good. Okay. Why don't we try something else a little different? So, I want to see how your eyes move. So, here we'll use the buttons again. And when you hear 1 click, I want you to look at my nose, okay? And when you hear 2 clicks, look at my tail. Just follow it with your eyes, but not with your head, okay? Does that make sense? So 1 click, look at my nose. 2 clicks, look at my tail, okay? Okay. You what? No, I wasn't making fun of you for not being able to wink. No, I promise. I actually, you can raise 1 eyebrow, but I actually couldn't do that until a few years ago, and I can only raise my right eyebrow by itself. I actually can't raise my left one. So no, I wasn't making fun of you. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Good. Good, good. Okay. Just keep following it with your eyes. Good. Okay. Yeah, that was a little tricky. Okay. Good. Okay. Very good. No, you did a great job. Yeah, a lot of people move their head kind of reflexively. So no, you did great. You did great. Now, I'm gonna do something else, alright? So I have a singing bowl here, okay? And with this singing bowl, I am going to ring it, okay? And when I ring it, I just want you to tell me when you can no longer hear it, okay? And it's a little subjective, but just tell me when you can't hear it anymore, alright? Okay. Okay, good. Good, okay. Good, yeah. You're doing great. Now, I'm going to ring the bowl and then use my finger to make it stop ringing. Okay? So, again, I just want you to tell me when it stops ringing, alright? Okay. Good, very good. Good, okay. One more time. Good, awesome, okay. We can set this aside for now. Okay. For these last couple tests, I'm going to put some gloves on, okay? So let me grab those. Okay, and hang on. Okay. Okay. So, I am going to make a sound next to one of your ears, alright? And I just want you to close your eyes if you hear a sound by your right ear, okay? And then I want you to open your eyes when you hear a sound by your left ear, okay? Okay. Good. Good. Keep them closed. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yup. Okay. Good. Just a few more. Good. Good. Yes. Okay. So, the last part of our exam, I'm just going to apply some light pressure, alright? Just to test your cranial nerves. So I'm just gonna apply some light pressure, okay? And I want you to tell me which side you feel more pressure on, okay? Yeah, okay. Good. Good. Okay. Great. Good job. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Now, let me take these gloves off and we can discuss your results, okay? So let me just... Okay. No, no, it's fine. I didn't wanna take my gloves off anyway. It's okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's one. You know what? How about we just go over your results, okay? Okay. So, wait. Where are my notes? No, in the consent form you signed, it allows me to record and transcribe our session. However, I cannot find the transcription. Well, that's alright. Not to worry. I have an excellent memory. So, from what I could discern from our time today, it does seem that you may have some issues with coordination. Also, I suggest that you see an ENT, an ear, nose, and throat doctor, because your results during the smelling portion were a bit abnormal. So I do recommend a follow-up there. Okay. However, overall, you did a wonderful job. I will find the transcription and I will type up a formal assessment for you, okay? Okay. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, it's just my neighbors. Yeah, you were wondering why we're in a bedroom? Well, when I leased this space, it came with all of this furniture because the previous tenants didn't exactly move out. Anyways, I will send you that report through the contact information you have left. Okay? And listen, I'm sure you can tell that I am not exactly very experienced with this, but I appreciate your patience today. And I will see you very soon. Alright? Okay. Well, thank you again for coming in. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night. Good night.